In the history of HSN. It's from Bose. It is the wave system. It is the one you love so much. It is the one that truly has taken the world by storm, and I mean by storm. It is an incredibly small, compact player that puts out a tsunami of sound. It may be the wave system, but this is a tsunami of sound. Incredible. Here's the bad news. This is it. This is the final quantities that we will ever have of the Bose wave system. They're going in a different direction, and I can't even believe it because this has been such a tradition for us. Year after year after year, I know my guy Rich has bought 2 of these. The last time he bought one a few months ago.
Wasn't long ago,
I said, sweetie, your Bose that you've had for 10 years still works beautifully. He goes, I want another one. I'm like, okay, just get another one, that's fine. Because it is so affordable, $309.99. This sound system is unlike anything else. We started with 9,000 of them about a week ago, I think.
It was about a week ago.
A week ago. I have the final 2,200, and then we are done. We cannot get any more. This is it, final quantities. Aaron Berger. I'm gonna miss it. I mean, oh my gosh, how many years and years? Because you know why? Because it was so good that it didn't need to be enhanced. It didn't need to be improved. It has been just one of those systems that is such a standalone. You have to hear it. You have to experience it, because this is not hearing it. This is an experience when you put on the wave system.
Let's experience it for a minute. Then I'm gonna sort of get into waveguide technology, explain why it sounds different, how it sounds different, all those sort of things. But it all starts with the quality of Bose sound. So let's take a listen.
In my ear trying to talk to me. I can't even hear.
Can't hear what he's saying.
No, sorry. Sorry, Dre. I can't hear a word. This is so powerful, but it is the quality. It is the, I call it the cloud of sound, because it has a way of unleashing the studio sound that they capture. You know, you go into a studio, they have like, what, hundreds of all these little knobs to get it so perfect, and then they collapse it when they print it onto a CD, and you hear about 1% of what they put into it when they recorded it. Now, this is like the whole release.
What they say is Bose is music the way the artists intended it to be heard. And really, I sort of extrapolate that a little. It's the way the artists and the producers and the engineers, everyone in that booth who worked very, very hard to record the music, Bose is able to reproduce it for you, and able to reproduce it in a way that doesn't take an entire wall of equipment, right? You don't have a subwoofer and a tweeter and a central console and thousands of dollars worth of equipment and hundreds of pounds worth of equipment. It's in this tiny little, weighs about 8.5 pounds. It's about, I think about 14 inches wide, about 5 inches tall. But it's able to produce this extraordinary room-filling sound. Let's do this. We have a features video I want to show you. Just want to talk through the features, and then we're going to explain waveguide technology. Waveguide technology is really why the music system sounds different than any other. The Bose Wave Music System 4 has 2 waveguides that connect to the speakers to deliver sound performance beyond the size of the unit itself. It is sleek, it's compact, it fits anywhere in your home, has touch-top control so you can start and stop the music even without the remote control. A slot-loading CD player on the front, built-in AM/FM digital tuner with 12 presets. There's an auxiliary input so you can connect portable devices. You can even connect a Bluetooth receiver if you have one, if you want to Bluetooth to this. Dual independent alarms, and of course the remote control included. So, why does it sound this way? Why does a product like this have over 1,000 reviews? Over 1,000 reviews on hsn.com. Over 800, I've been at HSN over 15 years. It is the most reviewed product I sell. It has over 840 perfect 5-star reviews. Wow. Now, I understand, if you're not familiar with this already, you might be tuning in and saying, are they talking about a radio that has 840? Well, kind of. I mean, you know, CD player, AM/FM radio. It's because of waveguide technology. Before I explain the technology, let me just tell you how it came about. Dr. Bose. So you guys, I'm sure you know and I'll explain this video in a couple of minutes, but I want to sort of tell you the genesis of it all. I'm sure you know the name Bose. Bose is, NASA uses Bose. The NFL uses Bose. The Sistine Chapel uses Bose. Madison Square Garden uses Bose. How did it come about? Well, Dr. Amon Bose, before he was Dr. Amon Bose, when he was just Mr. Bose, he was a student at MIT. He later became a professor at MIT. He when he was a student, he bought a clock radio for his dorm room, got it home, plugged it in, turned the radio on, listened to music, and thought, this sounds terrible. I'm a physicist. I know all these acoustical engineers. We can do a better job than this. So they spent the next 15 years developing waveguide technology, which I'm going to explain to you in a minute. But for a minute, for about 30 seconds, it's the hardest thing we do as show hosts. I'm going to be quiet. I'm actually going to start this track at the beginning because we can talk about it, we can explain it, but listening to it is unlike anything else. So I want you to hear, because this is a little different type of music than we were listening to before. Listen to this for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to show you waveguide technology.
Castanets, right? Do you hear the castanets?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Ra-ta-ta, ra-ta-ta. Now here you're gonna hear it. Now listen to the bass kick in here. You mentioned the castanets, always hear that kind of timpani come in, and then the treble on the piano, all those different levels of sound. So the reason we hear those, and we can show you the animation now, waveguide technology, which is exclusive to Bose, which is found only in Bose technology, is inside the Wave music system. So what is it? You see those two tubes, those two guides that are running inside as we take that sort of dissection of the Wave music system? Those are waveguide technology. They're each about 2.5 feet long, and they're these very, very specific channels that allow for the sound to move and amplify and attenuate. So now all the different frequencies, all the different levels, all the different sounds, whether it's the treble or whether it's the bass or whether it's the mid sounds, they all come through so clearly. So when you see the red, for example, that's coming out of there, that's to signify the treble sound. You heard the treble on the piano, or you might have heard the triangle a couple times in there. That's the kind of treble. Oh, Christmas music, of course, holiday music, there's nothing like it. The blue that you're seeing, the blue is really, really key. The blue is the midtones, and when I think of that, I really think of the human voice, which we'll hear here. If you love a certain vocalist, if you love vocal music of any sort, I've got to tell you, it is just so beautiful when you hear it produced the way the artist intended it to be heard. And then the purple, so the purple rings that you're seeing, notice they don't come out of the front, they come out of everywhere. You know what that is, just guess. That's the bass. The bass is the foundation of your music. It is the structure of your music. I've been a professional musician since I was 15, and I'll tell you, when you're playing in an ensemble, if you can't hear the drummer, everybody's playing to their own tune, literally to their own beat and to their own tune. To get the quality of bass that you get out of a music system this size is unheard of in anyone but Bose. Take a listen to the vocals here just for a sec.
What level sound?
Oh, good question. So I don't know if we can get in close here, but that's a super, so Alice just asked me, in case you guys couldn't hear as we shout over the music, she said, what level sound is this? So it goes up to 100. And I don't know, can you guys see the oh, there, yeah, you can see that. I can see the monitor. Now I can. So right now we're at level 45.
45.
Now watch. As we
not
go
even
up.
Half.
Not even half. As we go up, one of the things I want you to notice, the integrity, it doesn't just get louder, the integrity of the sound stays perfect.
Incredible.
Normally when you increase sound, you lose quality.
Right, and you start to lose, it starts to quiver.
Yeah.
I mean, you get that distortion.
The distortion is a huge thing.
Absolute incredible clarity. Listen, and I'm going to ask you to turn it down a little bit.
Sure.
It is, it's not just the volume. It is the quality of the sound. It is unlike anything else. It is like being in a concert hall. You know, they spend hundreds, maybe even $1 million, you know, to build these concert halls. Why? Because it is the acoustics that create this beautiful sound. You are getting that sound now in your home. $309.99. This is it. These are our final quantities that we can ever get. Of the Bose Wave system. That we have been selling this for years and years and years. You know how many upgrades they've made to it? None. You know why? Because they didn't need to. Because it was that good from the beginning. It has been the best selling, I believe it's the best selling sound system in the history of HSN. And you are now getting the final opportunities to own this for your home. I will tell you this, if you want